Tell me who made it possible?
Who made it possible? Who made it possible?
Only God made it possible.
Hello, once again to Taka Tanni's show, aka TT. You know I'm very centered on relationships, so today we'll be talking about how to know if a guy is interested in you or wants a relationship with you. This is a question that is, it's been bothering a lot of girls. It haunts a lot of girls nowadays in the world. It's a wonderful question. How to know if a guy is interested in you or even wants a relationship. Every individual has his own judgment and a way that he or she wants a girl or a boy to interpret their signs, but the methods are always very, very impossible to detect. But I'm going to boil down to this. But however, guys being guys, there are little tips and tricks to, I want to share with you girls in order to know how to know if a guy really likes you or not, wherever, how to judge a guy whenever he asks you out. Sometimes some girls don't just know that if a guy takes you out and takes your number and the next day he doesn't call you, or even that same night he doesn't call you, he's not that into you. Some guys don't just want to push up on you. So maybe they don't call, they want to waste 1 or 2 days, 24 hours to 48 hours before giving you a call. So don't give up. Give it some space, maybe between 24 hours to 48 hours. But if they still don't call you, he's not that into you. You are not on his mind. You are really not on his mind. How much interest he shows after that date, after the very first date, counts. Because then maybe he would call you and tell you, hey, I had a really nice time and let's go back to, let's do this again sometime. Shows that he was really feeling you and he wants to bump back into another date with you. Date 2. Date 2 is always a charm. But if after the first date, this guy don't call you, or maybe at the end of the day he tells you it was nice meeting you, there are various signals. If he says it was nice meeting you and he gives you a handshake, don't think he's very modest. He's not that into you. There are little things that a guy does to you that shows you that, he's interested, he loves you, or he likes you, which is the one thing. Does he always try to make you feel comfortable around him? That's one of the most important things. A man who loves a woman tries to make that woman feel very, very comfortable and appreciated around him. Does he show a lot of care and attention, and affection towards you? Does he take you around his friends? Does he introduce you to his friends and family? Does he pick up his calls even if he's in the middle of an outing with the guys? Does he crack jokes for you to laugh? Those are the little things that you need to know, you need to look at if a man is so interested in you. Does he see your love through your eyes? Does he look at you? Does he pay attention when you're talking? Does he try to do the little things you complain about so you don't get to complain more? Does he look excited when he comes closer to you? When he goes to work maybe and he comes home, does he look excited to see you? Those are the little things that you see in a man that are very important, because then you know that this man, he's trying. He wants to get somewhere. He wants to get into a relationship with you. Does he really express his feelings towards you? Men don't really express their feelings so easily. It's so hard for them to come up and say, I want to give you a little Jay's our friend. We were talking on the phone. He lives in London, and and I told him, he said he met this girl, he's very fond of this girl, they've been talking, and it's very hard for him to tell her how he feels about her. He loves her, but it's very hard for him to come out and say he loves her. One thing, it's because he doesn't want to show the girl how he feels in order to feel vulnerable in front of the girl. Secondly, I think he doesn't really know how to express himself. There are various ways. So I was telling this guy, Jim, come on, just go ahead and tell this girl how you feel. Because when this girl doesn't return his calls, he calls me. It's like, TT, she didn't call me back. What should I do? Freaking tell her that you love her. Make her know, because definitely maybe the girl is being self-guarded. She's self-guarding her mind towards you. So these are the tips in knowing if a guy is really interested in you. Stay tuned.
The wish say, I fit say, you too fine past my mama, but that is impossible. No, thumbs up.
Funny thing is, when a guy likes a girl, he makes it evident in some of his actions and gestures. Respect is the key word. When a guy treats you with respect and dignity, you can be sure that he has a little bit of something for you. He has a soft spot for you. He would make sure that you are his number one priority. And when you are his number one priority, he will pick up your calls or he will call back as promised. And he will try his best to make you get off from depression. Maybe you're stressed, he cheers you up, he laughs at your jokes, or he makes jokes for you to laugh, you know, just to make you comfortable. A guy will take the effort in making you feel special. With a guy who is not interested, it's a wild goose chase. Have you ever watched a movie where a girl, it's like a movie, it's a story, it's definitely, it happens in our daily lives. A girl is sitting by her phone every minute, every second, looking at her phone, expecting for that call to come in. Maybe she thought they had a beautiful dinner, but alas, the dinner was not that beautiful. When a guy loves a girl, he would hang on to her every little word she says, in order to pick out the little things that she said she did not like, the little things that he wouldn't want to do to upset her, the little things that would make to incorporate into a conversation of a daily life that pleases her. He goes this extra mile just to make her happy. Guys simply love pampering girls that they like. If a guy loves you, he pampers you. You know, he makes you feel like a queen. He makes you want to be in a relationship with him. There could be special things that he does. It doesn't necessarily mean that they're expensive gestures. Little cooking here and there, a card, a flower from a dollar store, you know, taking out the plates after dinner, you know, or taking you to a place that you really love. Simply little things. Maybe watching a movie that you love. A lot of men don't like to watch chick flicks. But when a man really sits down and watches a chick flick with you, girls, bear in mind that that guy has a soft spot for you. I know some guys feel like they're macho players and, you know, but until they really fall in love, then you see that soft spot in them. They give you little gifts, you know, not flashy, not too expensive. They make you feel special. Why don't you look at those things in a guy when you meet them? When the guy does not call you after a first date or after a space window of 24 to 48 hours, run. He's not that into you. I think one of the things that us girls, we run after our shadows, we run after the people we want when they're not really who are good for us, they're not really those who are good for us. It's because we don't follow the signs. There are signs and signals everywhere. We really need to look hard. He doesn't call, he's not that into you. If he tells you he's going to call and he doesn't call, he's not that into you. A man who is into you, no matter where he is, even if it's at work, even if it's a text message, that man will text you to let you know that he's going to bed when you're not there. I'm thinking about you, baby. He will let you know that I am at work, I'm swamped, but I'm thinking about you. Sweetheart, we had dinner plans. I can't make it, but I'll make it up to you. I am swamped. These little things. If a man loves you and he does these things, he does love you. Don't take it from a man who says, baby, I'm not going to call you for 48 to 72 hours. But it doesn't mean you're not in my mind. Liar. Liar, liar, pants on fire. That's a lie, and that's a lie from the pit of hell. You're not in his mind. The next minute you call him and he says, oh my God, I was just about... You're a lucky girl. I was just about to call you. Crap. He's not that into you. And he's letting you know in so many ways. Some guys will come up and say exactly you know what, I don't want this relationship. You know what, I just want fun. After the fun, he knows that he's going his way and you're going your way. But there's some guys who are not man enough. They're not man enough. Stay tuned. We have a question.
Mama, cause she made it possible. She made it possible.
I want to ask you, my viewers, a question, and I would really want you to go down if you're watching me and comment, or you go to Taka Tanni on Facebook and comment. My question is this: how much does your partner have to work to gain your trust? How much does your partner have to work to gain your trust? That's a very interesting one. I also want to give a controversial one. When dating a man or a woman, and if you're dating somebody and your partner cheats on you, what do you do? Do you just dump them? Do you just get mad and call off the relationship? Or do you work towards what made them cheat? I mean, what do you do? I really want to hear from you, because I mean the answers are very broad, but I want to hear it from you, my viewers, what you think. If a man cheats on you or a woman cheats on you, do you forgive and forget? Do you go to therapy? Do you end up your marriage or your relationship because of that mistake? What do you do? What do you do? This was Taka Tanni, aka TT. Tune on next time. I'll be right here talking to you about our lives.
My girl, I still believe, I fit, to find past my mama, but that is impossible. No, you be the photocopy of your mama, carbon copy of your papa too. Hey, girl, you too fine, tell me who made it possible? Your mama, your papa, your mama, your papa. Hey, only God made it possible. Go ask your mama, your papa.